I am desperately in need of a link in bio page. I've been doing content creation, I think, for over 2 years now, and I think it's time that we actually do it. So I'm using ClickFunnels. It is the site I've been using for my website, email, digital products, courses. It's kind of like an all-in-one platform. And the biggest plus for me is the email marketing aspect to it. If anyone has any experience with email marketing, you know that with most platforms that just have email marketing, the price is dependent on how much contacts you have, which gets really expensive really fast. So with ClickFunnels, it's like a one-time yearly fee. I think you can do monthly as well. So no matter how many contacts I have, it will always be the same price. And then on top of just email marketing, it has all these other aspects. So it just makes sense for my business. If you guys are interested in it, I will leave a link below to check it out. But yeah, I'm using a template that I started just to get people to sign up to my newsletter. So we're going to be using that and building onto it to add all the other links that I need to include for people to go onto it. So let's get started. So first things first, keeping it on the mobile setting because that will be the main point of view people will be looking at it. I want to separate this into its own rows so I can add some more things in between. So we're going to add a row. And then I'm going to drag and drop all of these into the new row. Now we are going to add a new row. We're going to make it a 3-column so I can have like a picture / icon, text, and then an arrow. I think I want to have it as a border. And we will add a bit of a corner to it so it looks more like a button. And we'll make it white. Kind of want to go for like a glass effect. So we're going to add a background and then change the opacity to, let's say 32%. And let's design the button for people to click into. Way too big. Going to remove the text and then make it into an icon. I'd like to do an arrow. Change the background to none. Okay, I can't find the shadow, but I will find it later and fix it. So the first thing I want to do is add in the link to my challenge. So we're going to add in text. Okay, and then temporarily going into the desktop view so I can adjust the column widths. Okay, so we're going to add element, add image. Okay, make it circular. It's looking a little sketchy right now, but we're gonna refine it and make it look nice. So give me a minute. All right, so I want to reduce the image size a bit. So we're going to do it until it looks right. I think about there is good. We'll add another element, maybe do a paragraph. Obviously not that much text. Maybe add in like a little bit description of what it is. And I want that left aligned. Make this left aligned as well. Okay, and then this needs to be smaller. Adjust the spacing or the padding, I should say. Nice. And then I'm just going to shorten this title. Change it to the graphic design challenge. All right, I think that's good. I think we just got to fix the button and then we're good to go. Okay, remove the shadow. And now I just want to center it a bit and get a bit more padding on the right side. Okay, and there we go. So we have the first template done. So now all we have to do is duplicate the row. So let's go and do that. We'll clone it. Let's do 15 top margin to give a bit of space between each one. Okay, so I want to categorize it a bit as I plan to have quite a few links on here. So I'm going to start with the challenge and courses. So I'm going to add in my design fundamentals course into the second link, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I updated the image and I'm just going to update the title here. And then let's add in a little description here. Okay, we'll start by adjusting the line height. So let's do that. Let's try taking away the top margin. Okay, so that might work. Let's add back in 5. Okay, that evened it out. It does feel a little cluttered. Let's maybe adjust the information paragraph below to make that into one line. So learn the rules and when to break them. And then we will just add a bit more top margin to this here. So we are going to make this into its own section. So created a new divider, and then we just want to name it. And let's reduce the padding. There we go. First section is done. Okay. And then at the top here, I want to have my design resource freebie. So we are going to duplicate, bring it up to here. Let's change this, change the description. Okay, so now we just have to adjust the image here. Just went in for a simple download icon. Then we're going to add in a title for the top. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and add in all of my design products. So I will do that quickly and we'll continue on to the next step. I want to add in links for brand partnerships and affiliate links. Okay, last thing I want to add in is a section for people to contact if they want to collaborate with me. And then first thing we will do is let's duplicate this one, clone, and go down. And then let's change the title, change the description. And I also want them to have an option to just reach out through email. So let's clone this. I'll get rid of the icon. Don't need that. Reach out through email. And then we will delete this and change the icon to, see if we can find an email icon. Perfect. Okay, and then I want to, I think, reduce the size of this column. Okay, yeah, I think that will work well. And then I want to adjust this section here. So I want to change the descriptions. And then I also want to reduce the bottom padding of that. I think I want to just update this to my profile picture. So let's search for that. Change it to square. Okay, and then let's make it into a circle because that's kind of the theme. And I want to add a white border. I think that's good. Let me reduce the size of this altogether. Yeah, that's better. And then instead of graphic design resources, I think I actually want to just change it to my account name. So Mars Creates. And there we go. 2 to 3 years later, and I finally have a custom link in bio page. And it took me less than an hour, so way to go me. But yeah, I'm excited to finally have a link page, and